Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Cougars Dynasty, coming off a big time win at home against Hawaii last week, in the game of course, because that video was uploaded probably 2 weeks ago by the time that this comes out. Again, I apologize for the lack of upload consistency. Life gets in the way, school gets in the way, an actual job gets in the way. But I do still really enjoy putting out these videos and going through the recruiting and dynasty process and trying to turn this Washington State team into the next Alabama dynasty, really. But coming off of that Hawaii win, we had 5-star running back Josh Joseph and 4-star edge LaMarcus Floyd in attendance. And unfortunately, LaMarcus Floyd has committed to our in-state rival, the University of Washington. It sucks. It really does, because you watch the end of that video when we saw the recruiting board after the game, it looked like our bar was also completely filled for LaMarcus Floyd. So I'm hoping that the game glitches and a verbal commit doesn't mean anything, and LaMarcus Floyd actually commits to us, but it doesn't look likely. So Josh Joseph, our highest commit, or highest rated, was also here last week and got to see a little bit of our run offense. We scored, I believe, 5 rushing touchdowns or 4 rushing touchdowns. Just not what you expect when you think of WSU football. But we showed him, hey, we can change this offense and really adapt it to your ability. Because he is a 5-star power back. He's not even like a receiving back or an elusive back, one that you would think would be in this Cougar offense. But at 6'2", 240, that is a mammoth of a man in the backfield, and someone that no one wants to see running just straight at them through the A gap. So Josh Joseph, we are still hopeful for. We are number 2, Oregon close behind us at 3 with a Week 13 visit. So we're going to continue to try and find these guys. We'll take Rourke and Looney off of here because he committed to Boise State. Rourke went to UW. Chad Pack, probably a guy we look to bring in. I don't really want to schedule a visit with him. We'll soft sell with him, though. And where can we get coach prestige and proximity to home? There we go. Coach's favorite. So hopefully Chad back, receiving back, 3-star out of Oregon. Hopefully he comes to us. That'd be awesome. Tracy Tutt, right tackle, also commits to UW. Just fun things are happening here. You know, when you have such a powerhouse, I hate to say it, but UW is a powerhouse in the state of Washington and the Pacific Northwest outside of Oregon. It's hard to bring these guys in as a team just out of old Pullman, Washington. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Mitch Leon. For a man-to-man corner, 68-man coverage is not that good. He is a 2-star though, so we gotta try and also develop these guys once we bring them in. Like, that is the goal. Like, we're going a lot off of potential. Viliami Alufuhai could bring in for a visit before UW and BYU as well. 3-star right guard. We did already bring in Caden Weeks at right guard, so maybe one of them could possibly move to left guard or center if brought in. I know Caden Weeks is a little bit shorter at 6'2", so he could possibly move inside to center. So maybe, yeah, I think we will schedule a visit for Utah State, and we will go do a little family visit for Viliami, and hopefully he makes it there, or else that's kind of a waste of hours as I accidentally backed out. But let's look farther down the board at some other guys. James Augustine, I believe that is a running back. Antoine Hazelwood is pretty close to committing to us. I'm starting to think that this just isn't updating for Emeka Whipple. I really want to bring him in, though. We need edge rushers badly on this team. Mike Sampson, definitely someone I want to bring in. Strong safety is somewhere we can get better, but also we're losing some depth with some seniors this year and possible transfers. And safety is just a position of need since Jaden Hicks left, and yeah, we needed to get better. 5'10", a little bit undersized, but I like the speed. Awareness could definitely go up. Man coverage, like this could be our nickel guy. Comes down into the box maybe, uses that speed to track running backs, but also use the man coverage to guard some more athletic tight ends or route running backs out of the backfield. So we've done basically all we can. Hopefully we can land Mike Williams. Braden Brown, we could use. I don't want to use that much on. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go to the prospect list really quickly. Obviously, Josh Joseph's at number 1. We need to find some more guys to target here. Richard Officer, that's a crazy name, is already down to his, top 5, I believe. So I guess we could. He's from Cali, he's one of our pipelines, but I don't think we can even offer him anything. Too deep into the process. 4-star tight end. Now, if you've paid attention to WSU football this year, guys like Cooper Mathers, Billy Revere, Andre Dollar, tight ends are being used a lot more in this offense than they have in the past. So maybe we'll offer Percy Lefotu a scholarship and see where that goes from there. A lot of these guys already committed. I mean, 4 stars, they're going to be heavily recruited from the jump. So it's going to be hard to catch up on those even if they're still available to go after, like a Percy Lefotu. Okay, so we just added, on top of Lefotu, Jamie Buck, a running back, I believe. Yes, a running back out of Texas. Jimmy Reif. We will start offering these guys scholarships as well. Let me do that so we know that they're interested. Tommy Johns, which that might be the most insane name that we have so far outside of Philip. Was it Philip Officer that we were just looking at? Tommy Johns is absolutely hilarious. But then we got another 3-star running back out of California, Jamario DeVoe, and a power rusher, edge rusher, Bernie Kendricks out of Sarasota, Florida. I kind of want to bring in Tommy Johns. That is an awesome name, by the way. Oh my. I was about to say 92 speed for Tommy Johns. He looks phenomenal. 6'1", 222, so a little bit undersized, but the modern day linebacker, if you think of it, obviously a pass coverage tendency. Yeah, 66 zone, 63 man, 85 tackled, 79 pursuit. He's still going to be, that's a 3-down linebacker coming out of Cedar Hill, Texas. Tommy Johns. Okay. I didn't realize what we were dealing with here. I do want to look into Jimmy Reif. He's got physical ability as well. No. But he does have 2 mentals in Road Dog and Winning Time, and he doesn't look too bad. I love the speed and acceleration. Outside of that, he's definitely going to have to develop as a cover safety, especially playing the free safety, being back there all by yourself at times in cover 1. So, he's heavily recruited. I don't know how much we will be able to jump, but Tommy Johns I am definitely interested in, and I think we can catch up for Jamario Davis, or not Jamario Davis, Jamario DeVoe. Should have actually searched his social media. Now we don't have any hours left, but we'll offer. Oh no, we don't. We can't offer anymore. I was gonna offer it to Juan Scuda, but Tommy Johns, we will definitely be looking into. That is an awesome name. But for now, we will hop in to this game against San Diego State. We'll finally get into it. We're going to San Diego, California. Beautiful city, by the way. We got to get another important dub here. We got to go 5-3 if we want to keep at least a good bowl chance alive. And maybe, just maybe, we're probably at like a 1% chance right now for college football playoff hopes. But to keep them alive, we definitely got to win and pile on some wins as well. So let's get right into it. And here we are in sunny San Diego, California, the site of a Week 9, I believe, matchup against the Aztecs and the Cougs. Aztecs in the all blacks with the red helmets. The Cougs, who you have not seen yet, are in the all whites. There we go. White helmet, white jersey, white pants. We got to get a big dub here, man. We can't fall back to 500 like we did early on in the season. We've dropped some games that we should have won. We've won some games that we probably shouldn't have, to be fair, as Tony Freeman will receive the opening kickoff and bring it out to the 22, as John Mateer will bring out the offense amongst Kyle Williams, the senior receiver who probably hasn't produced as much as we thought he would coming into the season, but he's still been a very valuable piece on the outside. First play from scrimmage, we're going to go to Schlenbaker, who gets the carry and gets the first down. 12 easy yards. Good blocking by our offensive line there. That's something we definitely want to get into. If we can keep this running game going throughout like the course of this game, that's a huge piece, as we just lose 3 yards there. But keeping the offense on schedule is something we have to do better. It's something we've struggled with all year, as on second down, Mateer trying to get out of the pocket, and Darian Dalton will meet him, and we've got a 3rd and 14 already. Not an ideal start after a nice 12-yard run on first down in the first play of the game, rather. Hudson makes a juke. Hudson gets pushed to the line from the 43. I think we actually go for this. 4th and really nothing to get. Mateer under center and will get the first down, showing the confidence in our offense. Now from our own 45. Mateer, QB blast up the middle, gets 2, and that was a generous 2. Already 3 minutes taken off the clock here, as we'll go to Mathers, who gets 4 more, and we'll go no huddle. Keep this Aztecs defense on their heels. Schlenbaker out of the backfield. That's too easy. Looks like they're going to send a blitz off the left side. We will full slide to that side. Nickel does come. Billy Revere over the middle in the post route. Absolute dagger from Mateer. Like I said, these tight ends are being used a lot more in this offense, as it looks like they're bringing another safety blitz here off the left side. And here he comes. Mateer tried to get that out late to Mathers, got hit as he was throwing. Now a 2nd and 10. No one is in the box. I would love to audible to a QB run here. No one guards Schlenbaker, and he will get out of bounds after a gain of 7. A very nice looking drive here to open things up. Go over the middle. Andre Dollar with a catch and a first down. We'll go no huddle. Gonna go to the back to the run game. Schlenbaker's got a hole. Schlenbaker's into the end zone. What an opening drive for the Cougs. Methodical and surgical from Mateer. I believe that just said that was Schlenbaker's 7th touchdown of the season. That's pretty awesome, considering a team that doesn't run that much in the first place. Schlenbaker has definitely been very productive. You think back to those first couple of weeks where he was just an absolute stud for us. As we're going to keep him to the 10. Phenomenal kickoff coverage. Now, something that we haven't been able to do is get after the quarterback. We did it somewhat well last week. We definitely forced Braden Shager of Hawaii to make some pretty crucial mistakes. We're going to look to do that here today to the Aztecs as well, as we send a blitz. And he's going to get sacked. It's a safety. Quinn Roth is the one who gets there, but the blitz forced him out of the pocket right into Roth's hands. What a start here in San Diego, as we have a chance to go up 16-0 possibly in the first quarter. Just kind of a wild sequence. We almost didn't even get a touchdown on that first drive. as Mateer's got to race out of the pocket. He's going to try and throw it to Williams. Just couldn't get anything under it as he was getting hit from behind. And not an ideal second start. We're facing a 3-and-out here. 3rd and 10. Schellenbaker tries to make a cut. His blockers didn't get out there, and we will have to punt. Luckily for us, it's already a 2-possession ball game, as that punt is not great. Only goes to the 26. That's like a 30-yard punt. So back on defense, we couldn't do anything with the safety and the extra possession. Oh, they got me to step up there. And he gets it out to his tight end. San Diego first down. And it's going to be a run to the right side. Thornton was just completely out of place. And they get a gain of 7. That was definitely my bad on that last play. As they motion the running back, they know they have man coverage. They go out to him, and we miss the tackle. I was trying to get a pass breakup, and then it dove. Oh, my goodness, dude. Not ideal, to say the least. We send the nickel blitz, and Augustine is there for no gain. Keontae Augustine has been quite the bright spot on this Cougar defense, I must say. As that'll be the end of the first quarter. 9-0 Cougs, and an unconventional 9 points, might I add. To open up the second quarter, Aztecs go run, and they've got a huge hole. The Aztecs into the red zone. Thornton finally brings Keenan Christian down, but not after a gain of about 25. We're going to bring Augustine off the blitz again. They go quarterback keeper this time, and Duffy's off to the races. How did we not get him in the backfield? Not ideal, but we're still not in a horrible spot as that one's broken up. There's Augustine again, just around the ball at all times. 3rd and goal. Nothing's open until the end. This just slow developing slant route ends up becoming a touchdown. Almost as slow as I got those words out is how slow that developed. Cap Gushigan he's been in coverage on a lot of these types of plays this year. Just can't make the play on the ball. Not really sure what it is, but the kick is away. Hills will receive it from the 2, and he will only get out to about the 22. So last drive, not great. Now we're in a 1-possession ball game yet again as Schellenbaker runs right in to an Aztec defensive lineman. 2nd down. We're going to go Chris Hudson on the mesh route. Chris Hudson makes a man miss, and up to the 41. Now 1st and 10. Got a little bit more breathing room now. And it's going to be a stick route to Revere. Gain of 7. A 3rd and 1 opportunity for the Cougs at midfield. And we'll just slip it out to Cooper Mathers, who breaks a tackle. Cooper Mathers to the 37 of the Aztecs. A little bit of dinking and dunking today, as it looks like they're showing safety blitz. We don't really have the guys to guard that if they send it, and they do, and we throw it right at the middle line, or the defensive tackle who faded back. That almost got us. That would have been a huge mistake. Got lucky. Chris Hudson made the catch. And Schellenbaker's wide open again in the middle of the field on the little Texas route out of the backfield. Now 1st and 10 from the Aztecs 12. The give is to Schellenbaker. Someone gets pancaked on the outside, and we get to the 6. I believe that was Fa'amoe out there on the right side. I could be wrong. It could have been Esa Pole. But I think that is Falili Fa'amoe out there, and it is. What a block out there. I mean, it could have been one of our tight ends for sure. But regardless, the man got pancaked out there. As we'll go power. Last time it worked pretty well. This time it only gets 3 3rd and inches. Aztecs spreading it out. The D-line looks very good to run this play against, and it was. John Mateer, quarterback run into the end zone, the little quarterback power play. Too easy, and we will just kick the field goal. I thought about possibly going for 2 there in that spot, but it's still going to be a 2-possession ball game if we just kick the field goal, so no need to. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs. Their 3rd drive, and he is going to go down. Our D-line is making some plays today. That time it was Lawrence Falatei, or Taya, maybe. This time they'll just go quick pass over the middle, and we will take a timeout here. 3rd and 16. We're not going to let them just get down the field. We send the nickel blitz. That's a tackle for loss, and it was Boogie Wilson in there to make the tackle. We will take our 2nd timeout and force San Diego State to punt here. We want as much of a cushion as we can get. We know the history with the Cougs. We all know it. They're known for cooking it. They literally made the phrase, as Chris Hudson gets to the left sideline. He had a kick return last week, or a punt return, sorry, against Hawaii. This time, a return of about 25. Hudson has been electric at that punt returning spot this year, and especially the last couple games, as we'll just float it out to Williams, and it's just out of his reach. I believe that was Williams' first target of the day, actually. And now we're going to put him on a little bit of a scissors concept with Carlos Hernandez. Keep Schlenbaker in the backfield. We're going to have one-on-one with Williams in the corner, just beat him to it. And now a 3rd and 10. We were just going for it all, and we really didn't need to be. Puts us in a little bit of a vulnerable spot. Mateer gets away. John Mateer running for his life, getting chased, and it's a 4th and 1, and he goes out of bounds. My goodness. This time they stack the line of scrimmage on 4th and 1. Mateer. Why were you so far away? Schlenbaker caught it literally on the boundary. I think I might have been able to get it with Mateer, but we would have had a few more yards, I was thinking, with Schlenbaker by pitching it out there, but not even close. Looking like UW on the final play of the game in Apple Cup with that decision. So that was a wasted opportunity. Another one in this game as Duffy is going to take off and get tracked down by Buddha Alukta. We are not playing conservative at all today. We are coming at Duffy, and he's having to make really quick decisions, as that's going to be a 4th and 2. And if they want to punt it, they can. We'll let them do it this time. We're not going to have a lot to really play with. They will punt it, actually, to Chris Hudson, and he's going to have a lot of room here to work with. Hudson now working it back. Chris Hudson makes a juke. Chris Hudson up to the 35. Valiant effort there from the electric returner, as we will head to halftime, and we have dominated this game offensively. We've left points out on the field after the safety and that last possession right before half. Over 10 minutes of possession, basically tripling their yards so far. But it is just a 2-possession ball game at half. We know they're going to come with adjustments. We got to make adjustments ourselves. And Haber will kick away to start the second half. And the Aztecs will return it here and get to the 15. Our kick coverage has been phenomenal today. We were aggressive in the first half, maybe show a little bit more conservative zone play, as that's a 7-yard gain. Augustine with his 5th tackle already today. Aztecs going back to their run game that was pretty successful on their one scoring drive. Duffy will hand it again on a little counter power play, and Christian is off to the races. Keenan Christian. That should not have gone for as many yards as it did, but now we got to deal with it. This run game of the Aztecs is proving to be quite lethal. As that's a play action, and it took too long to develop. Andrew Edson in the backfield for the sack. I have been complaining about our pass rush hitting home all season long. And all of a sudden, the past 2 weeks, it's gotten there, and it just got there again. I believe that was Edson off the left edge again. No, actually, it was Troy Elder up the middle. So 3rd and 17 now, and we bring the blitz. And that one's going to be picked. Keontae Augustine making plays all over the field, and he's going to beat Duffy to the inside. Keontae Augustine all the way back for an 86-yard pick six. Shades of Ethan O'Connor recently in real life at Fresno State. What a ball player Keontae Augustine has proven to be. Now we will go for the 2-point conversion. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be easy pickings. Schlenbaker makes it a 17-point ball game. And now we will get even more aggressive. Here, up 17. And that one's over the middle. That one's broken up by Tanner Moku. You know, I didn't come out here to San Diego really expecting a dominating performance, but definitely wanted to get a good win, as that's another tackle for loss. Augustine and Thornton combined for a tackle for loss. 3rd and 14. Got to get off the field here. Alukta guarding the running back out of the backfield, and Elder hits home again. And we will just start chewing away at the clock. Schlenbaker gets the carry, and I thought we had the blocks on the outside. We lose 4. So 3rd and 12 now. We haven't taken a lot off the clock, I can tell you that. Safety's in off coverage, or corner, sorry, to the left side on off coverage here on Williams. We'll put him on a slant, and that's just too easy. You cannot let a guy like Kyle Williams just consistently have that separation off the snap. He will beat you time in and time out. Playing about 5 yards off again here. But this time we'll just go over the middle to Billy Revere. Gets 3. 2-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 7. As the Aztecs look to stay alive, but it's going to be Hudson Carlos Hernandez over the middle out of the slot. Maybe the last play here of the 3rd quarter. Mateer making adjustments. Schlenbaker the carry. Schlenbaker stops on a dime and gets 8, making it a manageable 3rd down. As that will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We'll let it chew out and try and go score another touchdown here in the 4th quarter to really put this game out of reach. Washington State has marched in and shown its dominance today, and that's what we really needed to do. 3rd and 2. It'll be play action. Mateer's getting chased. Mateer's just got to throw it away. That is not what we were looking for. And you know what? We can get aggressive here. We're going to put Hudson over to this left side. 4th and 2. Aztecs 9. They send an all-out blitz, and it leaves Mathers wide ass open. Cooper Mathers with another touchdown to add on to his pretty prolific season so far. Definitely a career year for him. And this is a 24-point ball game. I don't think we have dominated a team like this since the FCS team week 1. And even then, we had a little bit of trouble building that lead. So today, the aggression on defense, and the aggression on offense too, paying off in a big, big way. As Duffy will get the troops going again. And Duffy is going to get sacked again. The Aztecs offensive line just fatigued. They are tired beyond all belief. We have sent blitz after blitz today, and we're going to send another one. And this run is actually going to get out back to the 6. Kristen with some hard running. Show blitz, don't bring it. Duffy barely gets that one away. 4 receivers to the right. Just empty set, and Mateer will take off and get a first down, actually. That is insane. As we continue to chew away at this clock, Schlenbaker making moves. Javensky Schlenbaker, gain of 8. On 1st and 10 from the Aztecs 23. Direct halfback snap. Schlenbaker, gain of 4. Schlenbaker been an even bigger part of this offense in the pass game today. Not really known for that, as he gets a huge hole here up to the 5-yard line of the Aztecs. And this home crowd not producing a lot of noise anymore. Mateer can't get the snap off. Really? Whatever. It is what it is. They're going to bring the safety down here. Schlenbaker notices it, tries to get back upfield, and only gets to the 8, I believe, gain of 2. Out of the 2-minute warning, 3rd and goal for the Cougs. They go play action. Mateer goes underneath. That one's almost picked off. Revere was there to break it up, essentially. And we will take our 3 points and fly back home with a dominating performance on the road. Cougs not known to be a, good team, you could say, on the road. Today, different story. 30 or 27-point difference. Over the middle of the field, broken tackle. The Aztecs running away, and they won't catch him. So the Aztecs ends up scoring a garbage time touchdown. We threw a blitz at him again. Got a little bit cute, going for another sack. They end up scoring a touchdown. Is what it is. We'll get the ball back here and kneel this one out, fly back home, and feel still pretty damn good about ourselves. Obviously, Aztecs going to try to get the ball back here with an onside kick. That one will go right to Carlos Hernandez. As he goes all the way back across the field, Carlos Hernandez ends up getting to the 25-yard line. They overloaded that left side. And we will knee this one out. Best formation in football is what John Mateer is in. And I guess we'll have to do it 2 more times here. And one final kneel down here for the Cougs. Came into San Diego saying we needed a win. And my God, did we ever get one. I mean, we could put points on the board, I guess, right here if we really wanted to with like a couple seconds left. Get a little greedy, I guess. Oh, shanked it. Good Lord. Don't mind that. Cougs win by 20, 34-14. Don't mind that last Dean Janikowski kick. That might have killed someone in the stands. That did not happen, all right? It was a flawless game. What a week. What a win. That is huge for what could be possible bowl opportunities for us at the end of the season, as 2-star quarterback out of Sammamish, Washington, Antoine Hazelwood will join the Cougs next season. Hey, we can always use quarterback depth, right? We can always use it. Hopefully, Evans Chuba does not leave. I plan on having a plan for him, obviously ahead of a guy like Antoine Hazelwood. But glad that we brought him in, as Viliami Alufuhai ends up committing to Washington, as well as someone else that I know you guys can see. 5-star running back Josh Joseph out of Lake Oswego, Oregon, finally commits to Washington. Tough. Very, very tough. We are number 1 for Mike Sampson. Juan Pinto, we are number 1 as well. 2-star left end out of Texas. Josh Joseph definitely hurts. It was a long shot to get him in the first place, but there was a point where we were number 1 for LaMarcus Floyd. I think we were 2 for Josh Joseph for a really long time. And Keontae Augustine, man, what a day. 1 INT, think he had a couple pass breakups as well. 5 tackles. One of those, I believe, a sack off the edge, or at least a tackle for loss, and a touchdown to go along with it. Special performance for him. John Mateer, not quite the same level of performance as Keontae Augustine, but still had a very good day. And we got a bye week, so we will actually do this recruiting here really quick. Josh Joseph, we have to say goodbye, along with LaMarcus Floyd. But we got to find here some more talent to bring in. Obviously, Chad Pack now becomes a massive part of what we want to do. We did get that visit set up with him for Week 11 with Utah State, so that is big. We could use a receiving back in this offense. It is kind of what this offense, usually goes off of, is a receiving type back. Denario Khaled, it looks like we could land here pretty soon as well. We will search his social media just to get that little extra boost. Mitch Leon ends up going to Air Force, 2-star cornerback out of Spokane, Washington. That also kind of sucks to lose. Olufuhai, yeah, tough days. But we still got some guys down the board here that could possibly be some solid depth for us. We'll gain some interest here off Juan Pinto, contacting his friends and family. Mike Otero. We've added or offered a scholarship at least. I mean, we'll DM him. We'll see what happens. We got a lot of hours to work with. Oh my gosh. Tony Laporta, the 4-star receiver out of Texas. We are actually incredibly close to landing here. We will DM him, and maybe next episode we will actually land Tony Laporta. He's not the fastest by any means, but 95 jumping adds a massive red zone threat that we don't have on this team. We have a lot of shifty slot guys. Tony Laporta, that would be a difference maker in the wide receiver room for sure. And then we wanted to offer a scholarship to Juan Scuda and Brian Merling, I think it was. Yeah. And then apparently Percy Lefotu has a deal breaker. Not sure what that would be, but we will look into him. Looks just to be a solid player, to be honest. We will contact friends and family, see if we can get anything before he cuts us off from being in his top 8 or top 5, whatever that may be. Tommy Johns. I almost want to wait, but at the same time, can we wait any longer? We'll contact friends and family. We'll go kind of heavy here. Bernie Kendricks, edge rusher. We just lost out on LaMarcus Floyd, obviously. Did we just send the house out of Florida? I mean, why not? We haven't done it yet on a player. It might not be the best way to go after players, but okay, wow. And he doesn't look that great either. But he does have recoup. He does have road dog and team player as well. So possibly a guy that can bring in some team chemistry, but even develop. I mean, he's 6'3", 250. That's a good edge rusher size. Jamario DeVoe. Oh my goodness. Really? What is that? Legend team player? Or elite? I don't know what it is in this game. And balanced and downhill. He doesn't look that bad. Obviously, the speed isn't great. I mean, we might as well DM the guy. Yeah, the speed is not great, but still looks to be a decent player. Who's someone we could actually, go after? Merlin, maybe? We'll DM him. Same with Montgomery. We need to add some beef to this interior of our defensive line. It is not good right now, to say the least. Tony Laporta, we will actually move him all the way up our board here, because that could be the biggest signing we get in this recruiting cycle for next year. Outside of that, we have 10 hours to work with. How about we send Juan Scuda, speed rusher from the inside, out of the JUCO system, a little DM. And I think that will do it for this episode. What a exciting episode. I didn't realize we were this close to landing a 4-star receiving prospect. I mean, yeah, not fantastic when you look at it, but 89 speed's not horrible. 95 jumping is spectacular. So we'll see. Tony Laporta out of China Spring, Texas. Definitely a guy to watch for next episode. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. We got a big W. And hopefully next week, I believe we've got Utah State coming up as it resets for Tony Laporta. But we are his number one along with Denario Khaled, receiving back out of Everett, Washington. And we've got quite the jump on both of these guys. So we'll hope to bring them in. And we got Utah State 2-6 up next. That should be a win. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Let's go get a 4-star recruit, and I will see y'all in the next one. Take it easy, and peace.